Presented by Game Freak. Do 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 do. Are you ready for another Pokemon adventure? I know I'm ready, but are you ready?
Oosh.
Something's gone wrong at Prison Tower. Dispatch a team from the company to investigate. We cannot allow more disturbances in Limio City on our watch. The strongest Mega Evolution user must be found. So hello, my little ponies, and welcome back to another grand adventure of Pokemon Legends. Look at all that greenery. Why, it inspires one to do some Pokemon battles. Oh my gosh, we see her here. Right into the bag. So, in case you haven't read the title, we are going to do a semi-challenge round of Pokemon Legends, playing through, but all of the Pokemon that we use must contain the same Pokemon type. I'll let you guess, again, if you haven't read the title, what Pokemon type that we're planning on using for this. Hi, I can do Pokemon battles. Wait, I remember you! We have 3 potions and no keys.
And how many waters and lemonades do we have?
Not enough.
Good.
No, I'm saving that for the water type run. Max out our bag on water for our water Pokemon. Pokemon Legends Za! Da 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 da! I gotta say, we need a whole new outfit to really match our look.
Then you don't have access to all the outfits immediately, huh?
Yeah, that would be nice. Oh my gosh! Is that a Chikorita? All we need is a tourist fresh off the train. Hope you three are ready for the spotlight again. Chikorita! Right. Oh look, it's your favorite Pokemon, Toto! We gotta protect Lumiose, we'll need a bigger team, so let's keep spreading the word about how great Hotel Zed is. Once we get a guest who has what it takes, we'll recruit him to the cause. Now we need someone with a real I'm a tourist look. Hey, you there! Just pulled in, right? It looks like you're a tourist. Yeah? You're the type I'm looking for. I'm going to film you. We look natural standing side by side. Could you do me a small favor? For real, it'd be so small. Just look into the camera and say, Hotel Zed's the best stay in Lumiose. Easy, right? No worries if you're staying somewhere else. I just need a hand advertising the hotel. Alright, lights, camera. Darn, ads! Don't they know I was trying to film my own ad? Welcome to Lumio City, where people and Pokemon flourish together. My name is Jet, and I am the CEO of Quasartico Inc. Pokemon are mysterious and wholly magnificent creatures. Hey, that looks like a grass type! They thrive abundantly right here in our midst. In fact, so many Pokemon now grace us with their presence that we've begun setting up wild zones where they can live comfortably alongside us. These diverse creatures wield many marvelous powers. It's up to all of us to work with them so we can live in harmony. In hopes of strengthening the bonds between people and Pokemon, we're imagining a new future for the city through our urban redevelopment plan. We've now employed our patented holotech in all corners of Lumiose, so our interactive guides can teach you more about your surroundings. A city even more beautiful than before awaits all of us. We'll hope you bear that in mind and pardon our construction work. The Mega Evolution of Lumio City is coming. Brought to you by Quasartico Inc.
Wow, they're advertising the DLC from the very beginning, huh?
Yeah, I like how that CEO thinks, even if her ad did keep us from filming. The city is Pokemon I wonder. To know him is to love him. Anyone who visits gets it. Speaking of people who visit Lumbios, let's get filming. Hey, where'd your bag go? You don't look as touristy without it. Also, someone just stole your bag.
Wasn't there a Pokemon in the bag?
Yeah. Somewhat. Did you hire a Pokemon courier service or something? News to me? Oh, so that Pokemon is just stealing your bag. My bad. Technically, it wasn't actually Urbane's fault.
Yeah, that's right, it was the ad.
Yeah. So there's like something weird. If you try to like sit on a bench while you're moving, you'll just keep running forward and you can like run through the air and stuff. It's really weird. So you can like break out of the tutorial area that way. It's funny to watch. I guess this wasn't just a wild Pokemon. They trained that Pokemon to steal. That's interesting. What's your name? Hey, you're Urbane! That stings, but I guess it's fair. Okay, so like this is a rather difficult choice to take. We have to very carefully consider the possibilities and ramifications of all the Pokemon in front of us, and then go with the cute one.
It's this one. You.
Well, Tail Whip. Yay, I win! The camera tries to hide it, but they clearly don't actually fist bump. Because a multi-billion-dollar company like Nintendo can't possibly animate an actual fist bump. I'm gonna put so many stickers on this thing. Oh no, I can't believe you just punched your Chikorita. Oh no, my bag's been stolen again.
I think it's less that it's being stolen, and more that you really need to keep better track of your possession.
Yeah, I guess.
How's the frame goes? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool me 6 times. Must be after a Pokemon battle. Whoever give me a best shot. I don't believe anyone asked you. So this sounds like a good enough time as any to try to explain what we're exactly hoping to do here. The general idea is play through the game for all the Pokemon we use, share a type. In this case, every Pokemon we use has to be a grass type. Now, we can use attacks that are not grass type moves.
Yes.
And we can use Pokemon that are double type as long as at least one of those types is grass. I say at least one of those types, just in case there happens to be some weird grass Pokemon. And of course, if we are going to go through with all of the different types of Pokemon, we're going to have a bit of an issue later on when we want to use a Pokemon that isn't a starting type. Okay, so what I find really funny is, like, when you first play through this and you see these Pokemon, it's like, oh my gosh, they're so bloodthirsty, and they consider me useless because I'm not doing the thing. But then you get actually into the Zao Royale, and, like, you start to think that way too. Oh look! People! Quick! Attack them! Well, time for a cutscene. Look, I'm trying to get a hotel guest to safety. Let us through, would you? Too bad for your guest. Once you step into a battle zone, you're a target like everyone else. If you want a target, I'm right here. Lord with the black flower, huh? You don't see that every day. Let's see how it battles. Dudes, that thing is like level 50. Don't hit them! Boo 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 boo. Let me introduce you to Fluette. She's apparently 3,000 years old. Let's hurry to that safe spot. The hotel I wanted you to advertise for me. Also, I see, very notably, it won't let us use the ladder. And right now, the night will last forever! And we enter the hotel. Auto-suggest. Go play with your friends. Something just came out of our bag. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, so our character really came to Pokemon City without any Pokemon of her own. I'm not exactly sure.
Honestly, I don't think there's really ever a good excuse these days for someone as old as our character to not have a Pokemon with them. Like, you see toddlers with Pokemon.
Unless, of course, they came to Pokemon City hoping to find a Pokemon. Because in this game, you don't strictly need to have a Pokemon to catch a Pokemon.
True.
I know I told you to sleep, but can we talk? Go back to sleep. There was no time to take a nap. Urban redevelopment plan? He was behind it all along. I like it here. I guess I owe him too. Oh, so close. They almost made contact. Hey, look, it's the thingy.
Thingy.
The Zygarde cell. Okay, keep note on the tracker. We've had to sleep in the bed once. So this is day 2.
Are we actually going to be tracking that?
I mean, we could. It'd be easy enough to make a tracker for it in OBS. Just a little text saying, just day 2.
Well then, do that.
I could. Tell me about this royal. Yeah. Big Pokemon battle, he's competing, I answered something other. Me? Compete? You received a message. Lumiose is wild. But I want to hit the install button.
Don't be silly, Claire. We don't have an install button.
Yeah, fine. Let's join the Zar Royale. Get up to rank A, fight the Lumiose Tower, and win this game using only grass-type Pokemon. Now, strictly speaking, I'm sure you could basically complete the entire game using just Chikorita. So I feel like...
Evolution challenge as well?
I mean, yeah, you could beat the game with just Chikorita and without even evolving the Chikorita. I'm sure you could. Except that one part at the end where you have to use Zygarde for a battle. And you're not allowed to use any other Pokemon, so...
So challenge failed immediately.
Challenge failed at the very, very, very end of the game.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know, right? So, we're not going to be counting that fight, for the record. Also, I would like to not over-level our Pokemon above what the next, like, ZA battle challenge is going to be. And also, no legendary or mythical Pokemon.
Are there any grass-type legendaries or mythicals in Legend ZA?
I'm not sure, but...
Is
I just want to, you know...
Celebi one?
I don't think Celebi is in here, unfortunately.
That's the only grass-type... Shaman. Is that one in?
I don't think Shaman is here.
Then I think we're in the clear.
But I want to set a precedent for the future games.
Yeah, I know. Well, challenge inevitably failed at the very end.
Yeah, but we're just not gonna focus on that. Fate is teaching our new member a good lesson. New member? Hey, can you take it down, like, 2 notches? No, I am not a new member. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been a new member of anything before. Enchante! You have a big brother? Okay, so we'll have a few decisions that we'll have to make in the future regarding starter Pokemon. But we don't need to worry about that just yet.
Correct.
So we're fine for the now. Hey! Oh no, rocks! A pack of wild street boulders? I will say the map of this game does lend itself pretty well to being like a decent Metroidvania. Like, I know that the game isn't a Metroidvania, but the map would work for a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Whole interconnected spiderweb of places. You can just block off some paths, and you need some moves, and whatever. Items. Gosh, it's so weird to see the map so devoid of wild zones, you know? And so devoid of markers. We have, what, 6 now? Ultimately, there's going to be 20. So something that I've heard about for this, if you absolutely fail to catch a Pokemon with all 10 of these tries, her brain will just give you more. And you can just keep doing this infinitely. Now,
yes, and then you get them back later, right?
yeah, you can talk to one of the Pokeball guys. So you could, if you really wanted to, get like 999 free Pokeballs by doing this for a few hours.
We'll see you back here in a few hours.
It's not worth it.
No.
So unfortunately, catching tutorial, you have to catch this fire flying type. Or at least you have to try to. Which technically does put it on the team, but it's not like we're going to use it.
Yeah, no one said anything about we're not allowed to have anything on the team at any moment.
Let's go into the boxes. So I'm not trying to make a living dex here, so let's just put random Pokemon into there. Yeah, some potions. Scatterbug? That doesn't sound like a grass type.
No. In fact, it sounds like a bug.
Weedle! Also not a grass type.
Yeah, that also sounds like a bug.
Hi, what's up? Can I hide? What's this do? Awesome. Let's leave.
What happened?
Oh, Chikorita got injured and I didn't want her to, like, faint, so I decided that we should just leave. Didn't want him to faint. That's a Pichu over there. That's also not a grass type.
How could it not be a grass type? It has peach in the name. A peach is a plant.
An electric plant? No, that's a potato. Okay, so now we go into... Okay. So... Essentially, between episodes, we should look up the, grass-type Pokemon available in this game, see what we can actually get. So, in addition to all the Pokemon that we use should be grass-type, and no legendaries or mythicals, I'm thinking also try not to have duplicate Pokemon.
That would make sense.
Hello, stranger. Do stuff for me.
No, she wants you to do stuff for her.
Give me things. I like to imagine that she gives this whole spiel to, like, everyone who comes by, including pretending to be impressed that they caught 5 types of Pokemon, just in the hopes that maybe someone will actually help out.
Yeah, I'd believe that.
Da 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 da. Yeah, was it like Gen 4, Gen 5, when TMs could be used infinitely, then the next generation is like, nope, one-time use. And then it went back to infinite because they realized how much people like being able to use them infinitely.
Wait. I thought they became infinite in Gen 5. And stayed that way.
I
And
remember
they
there
take the place of the TRs, which were one-time use, but kept TMs as infinite use.
No, I thought that TMs like what changed back to being temporary, like one-time use in one generation.
Don't think so.
That sounds like something to look up.
Okay, fine, I'll go look it up. Jeez. Okay, so they were one-time use up through Gen 4. Interestingly, Gen 4, due to the fact that TMs could be held and transferred from the Generation 3 games, first 50 TMs in Gen 4 list teach the same moves as in Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
Gen 5, they became unlimited use rather than single use. In this generation only, when a Pokemon learns a move from a TM or HM by overwriting an old one, the new move takes on the current PP of the forgotten move, preventing repeated usage of machines for PP restoration. Interesting. The prices of the purchasable TMs are higher to the fact that they can be reused. And they also can no longer be held by items or sold, or held by Pokemon.
Held
Gen
as
6,
items.
still infinite use. Gen 7, here, 100 TMs with no HMs, although former HM moves became TMs. Sword and Shield, no HMs, 100 TMs. However, they included TRs, which functioned as single-use TMs, blah, blah, blah. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, TMs are single-use again. However, unlike in Diamond and Pearl, all TMs, except for TM28, could be bought from... from the Mailstone Department Store, Grand Underground Merchants, or from the Shard Collector. Why? What is Move 28? I want to know what TM28 is in that generation. Oh, yeah, so it is still Dig. But yeah, it looks like you only get one copy of it from a cave. And I guess it's the only non-purchasable one. Gym leaders now give 5 of the same TM. Okay. In Scarlet and Violet, TMs were once again single-use. However, once a TM is obtained, they can be crafted at a Pokemon Center using a TM machine, using League points and TM materials dropped by defeating or catching wild Pokemon. Okay. So I guess technically they're single use, but they're also effectively, you can get an infinite amount of any one that you collect. And the Legend DA, 107 TMs, but there's 53 that were added by Mega Dimension. And they're unlimited.